See? Believe the fat cat got fired. Now we can go back and claim CMS as our own once again.
Awesome. Just one problem.
And what's that?
Yeah, when we first got to this island and decided to have a vacation, it seemed like a good idea.
Yeah, of course we did. We had great fun on this island.
Yeah, but how do we get off it exactly?
With this. SimCity for the SNES was a game developed in 1991. In the SimCity series, it's up to the player to build a functioning, happy society. Typically, you are the mayor of the town you built, which later grows into a fully fledged metropolis. The SNES version follows the original Mac version of 1989 pretty well, except that it's more, well, SNESy.
What do you mean by that?
Well, many of your options for building and expanding your city, taxation and funding are exactly the same as in the original, but the SNES version provides a more colorful experience. Also, when your city reaches megalopolis stature, you get a Mario statue. And not only that, but instead of Godzilla, you have Bowser to destroy your city.
What? Destroy your city? But I thought you were like their god or something.
Yeah, the god of the Old Testament.
Ah, now I see. Well, the game is fun to play. You have several different options when starting the game. Practice mode is pretty self-explanatory. You start on an island and have to reach 30,000 inhabitants while learning about the game. The game also has several scenarios to choose from, each with its own goal. Finally, there's the free play mode, our personal favorite. The mechanics of the game are simple and easy to understand. You even get plenty of hints to help you on your way. However, it does take a bit of learning and getting a feel of knowing what combinations work and how you can optimize your housing units, commercial centers, and industrial areas.
Well, that's just because you suck, obvious. The game uses perfect logic. You simply need to group them together in appropriate bunches of units. After all, would you want to live next to a sewage plant? Provide them all with sufficient energy, and then build enough transportation between the units so people can go to work and can get to their houses or the mall, and bam, you got yourself a growing city. Once you've got the basics, you can start adding the spices. Harbors, zoos, casinos, airfields. These decisions won't make everyone happy and might cost you some taxes though.
Not socialism!
But in the end, it really isn't rocket science.
Obviously, the game never tried to be an action classic. More than that, it's about maintaining balance and allowing a system to grow and grow positively while staying in control. In that regard, SimCity might be likened to a Tamagotchi, but a unique and much more interesting one at that.
Now, as far as controls go, yes, I will admit the game is better suited using a mouse. However, I also feel that its pace is slow enough to be enjoyed fully with a standard SNES controller. Apart from the aforementioned disasters, helpful tips and the ability to save and load, there's also quite a lot of options to look at how the inner workings of your city are doing. You can see crime rates, pollution, traffic jams, housing costs, how many buildings of each type you have, and even your popularity as the town's mayor. Another nifty feature is the magnifying glass, which lets you see what tier your buildings are on. When you surpass 10k inhabitants, you are permitted to build a bank. This allows you to borrow extra funds on top of your initial 2000 Sim dollars, and even less if you choose a harder difficulty.
Reaching certain amounts of inhabitants will also promote your city from its humble beginnings as a town to its thriving state as a megalopolis. Whenever one of these thresholds is reached, you as a player are informed and a new set of music starts playing, ensuring that you do not easily grow bored with it. That being said, it's hard to dislike this game's music in and by itself, and it aids in creating a chill atmosphere to just relax and enjoy some old school fun. Though be warned, if you try to actually reach the megalopolis stature and have a city with over 500,000 inhabitants, you can't just goof around. It's pretty darn hard to pull off, and you should examine some tips and guides online before even attempting it. Apparently map 67 works best, as it has the most amount of buildable land. If you really are going for that kick-ass Mario statue, know you have some seriously tedious work ahead of you.
But if you get sick of that, as you most certainly will, immediate satisfaction is only a few button presses away, as you can release all natural disasters at once and enjoy while your population screams in agony.
Hey, finally! We built the airport! Now let's get out of here and back to CMS HQ!
Just a sec. Okay, we're good to go now. They've helped us prep the demo, which we'd like to release to you right now. So a link to the very first demo of the game should be included below. So give the current version of the game a try and get back to us with any suggestions you may have in the comment section.